Back he said Makhachev walks around like he owns this. Ilya also opened up about why he really wanted to fight Islam Makhachev in the first place. It wasn't personal. It was about legacy. Why did I want to fight Islam? The reason is pretty simple. It's the same reason I wanted to fight Volkanovski. Alex dominated his division and people called him the greatest. It's the same with Islam. He dominated everybody. That's why I wanted to test myself against him. So now the big question is, if both Makhachev and Topuria keep winning, could that long-awaited super fight between them still happen one day? And if yes, in what weight class? Could Makha really come back down to lightweight? PFL fighter Pimblett, who is also a longtime training partner of Islam Makhachev and trains at Khabib's gym, said Islam might return to lightweight, but only under one condition. Islam said he might come back to lightweight if there's someone interesting left for him. Pimblett explained. Right now he feels like there are no more good opponents. That's why he moved up. He wants to test himself. He has enough experience to adjust to a new division without a problem. But if Topuria beats Oliveira and Makhachev is really looking for an exciting opponent, Topuria would definitely be the guy. That's the kind of fight most fans would love to see. Topuria also admitted that if he could choose a fight, he'd fight Paddy Pimblett because he hates him. Preliminary UFC. Max Holloway is already thinking about what comes next after his upcoming fight with Dustin Poirier. He knows it's a big challenge, but if he gets a strong win, he's hoping it puts him back in the title picture and gives him a shot at the winner of Topuria versus Olivia. I have the opportunity to be his retirement fight, and I know he's trying to ride into the sunset. He can go and do that, but it might be a little sad because I want to go out there and get my hand raised. The message I'm trying to send is that I'm still here.
Él es otro hipócrita, yo te lo digo. Yo recuerdo una vez compartimos una rueda de prensa y él me dijo una cosa que era: mira, yo estoy peleando en el main card, tú estás peleando en los preliminares, tipo una bobada así. Y yo ahora me pregunto, yo tengo 2 cinturones, ¿tú dónde estás? ¿Sabes? ¿Quién es Paddy Pimblett ahora mismo? ¿Y por qué se tendría que merecer ahora mismo pelear conmigo? La verdad que si pudiera yo elegir una pelea, pelearía con él porque cae fatal, la verdad. Cae como el culo. Y a mí me encantaría regalarle ese combate a todos los fanáticos porque desde hace mucho tiempo yo creo que dentro de la UFC no se ve una pelea de verdad. 2 personas que de verdad se quieren pegar. Y qué mejor que pegarse delante de todo el mundo y regalarles un espectáculo. Yo sé lo que va a pasar y no va a ser ningún bien para él.
¿Qué va a pasar?
Lo que ha pasado con todos.
I still have title contentions in my mind, and just a couple of weeks before us there's a title fight at 155. I've got history with both men. So, I go out there, I do my thing, I make a statement, I get a statement win, and who's to say your boy won't be fighting for the 155 undisputed title at the end of the year? So, first things first, it's important. I'm not looking past it. Kamaru Usman and when Buckley had their final face-off, and Kamaru showed up wearing his iconic Nigerian war paint, sending a clear message. He's serious and ready for war. To make things even more intense, former heavyweight champ Francis Ngannou was there in person to support his brother. Meanwhile, Belal Muhammad sent a message to the Nigerian Nightmare. Who's my champ for you? I know you said there's nothing there for you with me next, but I want to see you win. Merab Dvalishvili, along with his coach John Wood and Nina Drama, is continuing his trip through Georgia. Coach, I want to give you some flowers. You be a good girl. Oh, for me? Music, thanks. Merab also showed Nina Drama how to drink wine the Georgian way by making a traditional toast and pouring it into a large horn. Best of luck forever. Best of all kinds forever. Georgian national treasure. Honored for the rest of your life. Applause. Music. Jump. Music. Oh, you got to keep going. Round 2. Applause. Music. Georgian China. So yeah, give me your arms. Music. No, just 1, 2, 3. That's what burned me on the way down. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. You have to feel it now. Why do I have to feel it? It burns. Stop. Spit it out. I'll tell you. We do our music applause first music leg. Merab also shows off his insane Caucasian cardio secret. Music. The UFC still hasn't said who Merab Dvalishvili will fight next, but a lot of analysts, and even people on Team Merab, are starting to point to Corey Sandhagen as the likely opponent. And right in the middle of all the buzz, Sandhagen made a move. He posted a "Hi, I just met with the doctor about my results with the brain scan. He showed me a bunch of graphs on what's happening to my brain after the cell phone is on my brain for a while. And then, when it's on there with the Aries tech, it had like significant. When I started noticing the difference in my body, it was subtle at first. The changes weren't something I could immediately explain in simple words, but the best way to describe it is that it felt like my nervous system was finally working with me rather than against me. The graphs that the doctor showed me were clear proof of this. They weren't just random lines or numbers. They were visual evidence of something that I had been sensing deep down but couldn't fully articulate until I saw it with my own eyes. On those graphs, my nervous system's response time stood out. The difference was obvious, not just slightly better but majorly different. It wasn't a small improvement that could easily be brushed aside. It was significant. My response time, the way my brain processed stimuli, and my ability to react to them all improved when I was using the Aries tech. That was what really hit me. It wasn't just a feeling or a placebo effect in my head. It was measurable, it was scientific, and it was right there in front of me. He showed me side-by-side comparisons. Without Aries tech, my brain activity showed certain delays. My reactions weren't slow, but they had those milliseconds of lag that can make a massive difference in performance at the elite level. With Aries tech, though, it was like someone flipped a switch. My brain lit up differently. My response time shortened, and the overall patterns looked sharper, cleaner, and more efficient. That was powerful for me because in this game, whether it's fighting, training, or just living at your peak, every fraction of a second matters. Now, I don't know exactly why it works. Maybe it's because years ago people first brought up EMF exposure to me, and it stuck in the back to look for those small edges that most people ignore. Whatever the reason, I became open to the idea that modern technology, things like EMF waves constantly bouncing around us, might not be as harmless as we'd like to believe. I started noticing how many devices surround us on a daily basis. Phones, laptops, Wi-Fi routers, Bluetooth headphones, it's endless. We're swimming in invisible waves all day long, and we don't even think about it. It's not natural. Our ancestors never lived with this kind of constant exposure. And when you look at it from that perspective, it makes sense that maybe our bodies aren't designed to handle it perfectly. So when Aries tech came into the picture, it felt like an answer to something I didn't even fully know I was searching for. In my house now, I have Aries tech everywhere. It's not just in my training gear or my phone, it's spread out across my living space. That gives me a peace of mind that's hard to explain. It's like knowing that while the world is full of invisible energy that might wear you down over time, you have a shield, a layer of protection. And when you feel that protected, it does something to your mindset. You train better, you recover better, you rest easier, and overall you just live with a clearer head. There's something very reassuring about knowing you've taken that extra step to protect yourself. For me, it isn't about paranoia. It isn't about fear. It's about performance and optimization. If there's even a chance that EMF exposure could slow me down, drain my energy, or dull my brain's ability to react, then I'm going to do something about it. That's the fighter's mindset. You control what you can control. And Aries tech became one of those controllable factors. What's cool is that it doesn't just feel like a gimmick. The science is there. When I put it to the test, I saw the results firsthand. And the more I understood, the more I believed in it. That confidence matters. It's not just about the physical effect. When you know that something is working for you, you lean into it, you push harder, you get better results, and it creates this positive cycle of belief and performance. I also think about how much of an advantage it gives me. At the highest level of competition, everyone is strong, everyone is fast, everyone is tough. But the small details, the extra half second of reaction time, the ability to keep your nervous system sharp under pressure, those are the things that separate champions from contenders. Aries tech has become part of that equation for me. I don't just see it as a gadget. I see it as part of my training camp, part of my preparation, and part of my future success. What makes me even more excited is that it feels like I'm ahead of the curve. Not everyone is paying attention to this stuff yet. A lot of people are still skeptical or unaware. But I've always believed that to be great, you have to be willing to try things before the crowd catches on. You have to experiment, innovate, and be open-minded. For me, this is one of those things. It's like nutrition, recovery science, strength, and conditioning. All of those were once new ideas before they became mainstream. I believe Aries tech is on the same path. In a way, it's about embracing the modern world without letting it overwhelm you. Technology is everywhere. We can't go back to a time before cell phones or Wi-Fi. But what we can do is find ways to balance it, to counteract the negative effects while still using all the positive tools technology gives us. That's what this feels like, a balancing act between old-school human health and modern-day tech exposure. And it feels really good knowing that I've found something that bridges that gap. So, at the end of the day, it's not just about protection. It's about optimization. I want to be the best version of myself, whether I'm in the gym, in the octagon, or just living life. Aries Tech has given me something I can trust, something that improves how my body. That's why I'm so pumped about it. It's not just another product sitting on the shelf. It's become part of my routine, part of my identity as an athlete. To take in that information from the doctor, to see the real difference in my nervous system response, and to feel the benefits in my everyday life, it gives me confidence. Confidence that I'm protecting myself, confidence that I'm staying ahead, and confidence that I'm doing everything possible to reach my full potential. It just kind of feels good knowing that there's like something preventing all of this, like EMF waves that are going on, and those things are just really unnatural. Feels really cool that there's something that's like counteracting the modern day stuff that we've got going on. I definitely see it as a way to optimize my performance. I'm pumped to be able to take that information and understand it, and be confident in that it actually works. That's pretty sweet. That's all for today. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. All.